says the secret to a loving relationship is cheering for all the same teams. She says, yeah, unless it's Gryffindor completely destroying your Slytherin ass. From the No Boss, No Rush Studios in Scottsdale, Arizona, where sports, laughs, and just the right amount of chaos collide. This is the S3 Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the S3 Podcast. I'm JD. She's Ms. Lady M. Jeff Demers, Ms. Marnie Tisdale. It's the S3 where sports, speed, and a little bit of sarcasm collide. Today, we're heading to Southern California as NASCAR makes history with its first ever street race at the Qualcomm Circuit at Naval Base Coronado. They did race the trucks last night. The cars are on the track today, starting with the O'Reilly Series. We'll break down the biggest storylines from both the Cup Series and O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, plus DFS strategy and race predictions. We'll also check in on the Arizona Diamondbacks as Corbin, Carroll, your favorite player, Ms. Lady, continues his MVP caliber season, discuss some injury concerns that could impact the playoff race, and ask whether the DBacks are ready to make a wild card run. We are coming up on... Actually, we just passed about a third of the season. So we'll talk them. We'll talk some Phoenix Mercury basketball games currently on. We were watching half of that until it got time to start. Then we'll wrap things up with another edition of Pack Wars featuring the new 2025 Donruss set that we picked up. That we picked up just 2 days ago. Or yesterday. All right, what's first?
NASCAR Top 10 at San Diego plus DFS.
All right, before we jump into NASCAR, real quick, a quick word from one of our favorite local businesses. When Lady M and I decided to keep our high mileage 2016 Chevy Trax on the road, we knew it needed some serious work. That's why we trusted the team at Grulich Automotive Repair in North Scottsdale. From brakes and spark plugs to fixing AC leaks and routine maintenance, they handled everything professionally and honestly. And the best part, they actually beat our old dealership's pricing. If you're looking for quality automotive service that won't destroy your wallet, give Nathan and Jeff at Grulich Automotive Repair a call today, 480-483-2447. That's 480-483-2447. I don't know what happened at the end there. Tell them JD sent you. It was like I was my body was telling me to breathe, and I didn't want to breathe, so it just went out. All right, let's talk about the race today here coming up in a little bit. NASCAR Auto Parts O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. It's called the United Rentals Driven to Serve 250. The place Qualcomm Circuit at Naval Base Coronado. This is amazing. It's the first weekend for NASCAR being out there. They basically just built a track. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do this weekend. It's going to be pretty cool to see if they decide to return after this weekend. The track length for this is 3.4 miles. It is a street course. The date, Saturday, June 20th. The time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The purse, $1.653 million. You can watch on the CW at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Radio MRN. You can listen to Sirius XM NASCAR Channel 90 as well. Distance on this race, 204 miles. That's 60 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 15 and so on and so forth. It's going to be fun. Like, I love the fact that they chose a Navy base to do this on, or even any military base for that matter. What I heard yesterday, and from what I saw, it was all military yesterday. A military family were the only ones that had tickets to the truck race. So it was pretty cool. Today it's open to everybody, but it's cool that they gave one specific day just for the military. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so let's talk about the top 10 headlines for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. Number one, it is the first ever O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at San Diego. Now, why this matters, it is the first race for a street course there. It is the 60th different track in series history. It is the third of 4 road course races this season. 3.4 miles at 16 turns on this street circuit.
Everything that anybody does today is going to be breaking history as the first time. So
pretty much.
That's always good.
I have a pretty good idea who's going to be doing it, but we'll see what happens. Who adapts fastest to a track that nobody really knows or has raced on before is the biggest question. Obviously, we know about SVG, but
SVG's the given answer there.
I don't think SVG or Connor Zilich are in this one today.
Okay.
I think they're just racing tomorrow.
Okay.
So that could leave us open. I'll
good.
go over some of my picks here in a bit. Number 2, Junior Motorsports owns road courses. This is an insane stat. JRM has won 11 consecutive road course races and 28 of the last 50 races overall.
Wow.
Is a series record streak of road course dominance.
So
the field isn't chasing a driver. They're basically just chasing Junior Motorsports.
You said earlier there's only like 3 road course races this year. Did I hear that correctly? So if they've won 11 consecutive road course races, that's years.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that have won them.
Amazing.
Okay. Just putting that in my
They've got Sonoma coming up next week, so it's back-to-back street courses. Number 3, Justin Allgaier's historic season continues. I picked him to win last week. It really wasn't that tough of a pick. He won last week. He's got 5 wins now in 2026. He leads the series in wins, top 5s, top 10s, and stage points.
Yes,
just utter domination. He's got 33 career wins at this level. That is 6th all time. He's won back-to-back races entering this weekend. So Denny won 3 in a row. Let's see if Allgaier can now win 3 in a row.
Same.
So he's having arguably the best season of his career. The questions are, can he finally win 3 consecutive races? He's never done it.
The only roadblock that I would throw in there for him potentially is that no one's ever raced this course before. So I don't, if it's a familiarity because he knows the courses really well and how to handle them thing, then he might end up having a roadblock. But I don't think that's what it is. Like the kid's shown a lot of skill, so I don't actually project that as being a problem. Like I think he'll get his
that's a very good point. You have good street racers in this field, but I mean, outside of practice and maybe qualifying, there hasn't been a lot of laps on this track. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see once there's 35 cars in this thing. That's a great point.
That'd be the biggest roadblock, but I honestly don't think it's going to matter. I think he's going to do fine. He'll probably get his hat trick anyways.
See what happens. Connor Zilich again isn't here. The 2 biggest road course winners recently have been SVG and Connor Zilich. Both are absent from the San Diego field. The last 15 road course races were largely dominated by both of those drivers.
Which means their absence opens it up to everybody else.
It is wide open.
Wide open.
Which leads me to the next point. Sam Mayer is the only recent road course winner in the field. Among active drivers entered, he has 4 road course wins. Justin Allgaier has 3. And then Jeremy Clements also has 1. Those are the active drivers.
Right.
So Mayer, instantly, you have to say Mayer becomes the favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? Also looking up, Jesse Love is knocking on the door as of late. Road course results in 2026. He was 4th at COTA, that's Circuit of the Americas. He was 2nd at Watkins Glen.
Right.
So he's got an average finish of 3rd. That's a best among full-time drivers. He's had multiple heartbreaking near wins this season.
He's been right there so many times. The poor guy.
So the question is, does San Diego become Jesse Love's breakthrough moment? Again, brand new track, but no SVG, no Zilich.
That name popped into my head when we started talking about this race today, Jesse Love, that maybe he'd finally pop his little bubble that he's stuck in.
I like it.
So we'll see.
Another guy that I like, Brent Cruz. He could become a star today. Why everyone should know his name? Well, he's has three runner-up finishes already in just 13 career starts. One of only 3 drivers in history with 3 runner-ups so early in a career without a win. Mm-hmm. He has massive DFS upside if he's priced below the top tier, but I have a feeling he's going to be up there.
Yeah.
Because, again, the 2 main guys are not in the race.
Right.
So that opens it wide open.
Shakes
Corey
everything
Day.
up.
Corey Day's another guy we're looking at. His rookie season so far, I'd say it's legit.
Yeah.
He's got 2 wins already, 12 top 10s. Hendrick Motorsports' best full-time rookie season since the late, great Kyle Busch. Corey Day, no longer a prospect. He is a definite contender, and I expect to see him up there at some point today.
He did come out quite explosive when he moved up to O'Reilly.
We mentioned this guy's name earlier on. Jeremy Clements actually makes history. Jeremy Clements makes career start number 548 today. That breaks Kenny Wallace's all-time series record. That takes a lot.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of effort. I mean, you got to be in shape to drive these cars, man. Like a lot of people are like, well, drivers aren't athletes. They lose like 15% of their body weight during a race. Because
they picture driving to work or something, you know what I mean? But you're fighting, like at that level, you are fighting the machine, and it's going 180 miles an hour, and you're doing it for hours and hours, for hundreds of miles, literally. Yeah.
Insane.
It's definitely a sport. Like it's going to take a toll.
So he's got a pretty damn good shot. He does have a street course win on his resume. But overall, I mean, Chevrolet's absolute domination this year, 15 wins in 17 races, 28 of 34 stage wins, led all but 518 laps this season. That sounds like a lot. But when you look at how many races we've had, 518 laps is not that much. It's a fraction.
Right.
So the question is, can anyone stop Chevy this weekend? That's the question. I see JRM's name, Junior Motorsports, all over.
I mean, this, Chevy tends to do pretty good at road courses, so probably not this weekend.
Well, let's talk DFS strategy. Cash game. I mean, Justin Allgaier, he is the safest play on the board. Yeah. He's got the best team. He's having the best season. He's road course capable. Obviously, he's an elite stage point scorer. Then you look at Jesse Love, road course machine in 2026, average finish again third on road courses. Mm-hmm. Sam Mayer has the highest upside among proven road racers in the entire field. My tournament plays, I would look at Brent Cruz. He's got 3 runner-ups already. Could easily get his first career win. Corey Day, we mentioned him. Street course unknown. Talent level says he's worth the risk. Mm-hmm. Carson Kvapil, quietly on a 4-race top 10 streak. We mention him every week because it seems like every week he's up there at some point during the race, or he finishes top 10. So some of the sleeper plays that I like Sheldon Creed. He's a California native. He already has a win this year. He also shows consistency inside the top 10. And then Jeremy Clements, road course veteran, could surprise if he nails down the strategy. Drivers I'm staying away from, Taylor Gray, way too many mistakes. Issues in 12 of 17 races this year. And Sammy Smith, I mean, I like the guy, but very little stage point production recently.
The very first NASCAR race you ever took me to, Sam Smith is the one that won.
Yeah.
Here in Phoenix.
That was out here in Phoenix.
That name's always going to ring a bell with me because of that.
No.
But yeah, he's not doing much right now.
I'm not just going to give you my prediction for the winner. I thought I'd stick my chest out a little bit and see if I could pick the entire first 10. So here I go. I'm going to put it on record. Here we go. This is my predicted top 10 for this weekend. Justin Allgaier gets the win. Jesse Love, as usual, in second. Sam Mayer, followed by Brent Cruz. Corey Day rounds out the top 5. Then you got Sheldon Creed. Carson Quapple, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, and Rajah Caruth. If you want a bold pick, since I picked Chuck, I say Brent Cruz finally gets his first career win or finishes second again.
Okay.
But I mean, the smart money's on the chalk, and that's why I picked it.
Right.
So there that is. All right. What are we doing? We're going over the NASCAR Cup Series now. There we go. My screen didn't want to scroll down. It was in amazement of my 10-pick prediction. Thought you'd like that. NASCAR Cup Series, the next race is the Anduril 250. I doubt I said that right. Anduril 250. All right, Anduril.
Sure.
The place again, Qualcomm Circuit. I have to get used to saying this. I say Qualcomm. It's Qualcomm because there's two M's at the end. Qualcomm Circuit.
Okay.
And Navy Base Coronado. I guarantee I said that part right. Track length 3.4 miles, street course. The date again, Sunday, June 21st. The time is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The person, this one jumps up a little bit, $11.849 million. You'll watch on Prime, that'd be Amazon Prime, at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's when the coverage starts. You can listen on radio, MRN, or Sirius XM NASCAR Channel 90. Distance on this, 255 miles at 75 laps. Stage 1 is 20 laps. Stage 2 is another 20 laps. Put those two together, and you get 40 laps. And then, I hate math. And then it ends on lap 75. So it goes 20 laps, 35 laps, as long as it ends in regulation. Here's the top 10. Are you ready for this?
I am.
NASCAR's return to Southern California. Why it matters. It is the first ever Cup Series race at Qualcomm Circuit at Naval Base Coronado.
Yep.
First Cup race in Southern California since Auto Club Speedway, which went away. 3.4 miles, 16 turn street course. It is the fifth longest track in Cup Series history. This isn't just a race. You need to look at it like it's NASCAR's attempt to reestablish a footprint in Southern California. I think they'll show out. I think everybody will show up and show out to be at this race. Again, given the history, where it's at, support the military. It's a great thing. NASCAR always does a great job supporting the military. Most of them, except for a director at the Phoenix Raceway that will go nameless.
Well, that guy's a dick.
Shane van Gisbergen. Now we can talk about him. He is the heavy favorite. He's got 7 road course wins in just 14 starts.
Won all 3 of the Chicago street races, right? And only him. And then they don't do the Chicago street race now.
Because
so he's extremely dominant at this type of road course race where it's literally on the road. So yeah.
I hated the Chicago.
Go ahead with your stats. I
hated the Chicago track before they even had a race on it. I thought it was ugly. I thought it was stupid. And I'm glad it's no longer on the schedule.
This will be much cooler.
So SVG's got 7 road course wins in just 14 starts. He's won 6 of the last 7 road course races. He's won 2 of the 3 Cup Street races ever held. And he's riding a 10-race road course top 10 streak. His average finish of 1.75 on road courses is the best. And that goes back to 2025. So if SVG doesn't win, this is the best question I could come up with. If he doesn't win, then it's just an upset.
Right.
So who's going to win? You know what? I'll let you save your answer for the end.
Okay.
Give you some time to think about it. See if I can give you some ammunition for that gun there.
Okay.
Number 3, Denny Hamlin's 4-peat attempts. Probably not going to happen. Why? The story, well, he's won 3 straight races. It is the first 3-race win streak of his career. Yeah. He's gained 110 points on his driver, Tyler Reddick, the last 4 races. He's only 19 points behind him now.
Yeah.
We joked about this on last week's race. Like, how do you, fight to go get him and then turn around and chew him out for letting somebody catch him?
He must not be. It's the only thing I could guess. He's probably just like, yeah, it's all right. This is the only case it's allowed.
But here's the problem with Denny: his road courses have been awful as of late. He's got one road course win in 63 starts. He's only 3 top 10s in 24 next-gen road course races, and he has no laps led in his last 11 road course starts. The question is the momentum of the three-peat enough to carry over and take and kind of wipe out his terrible track record at street courses?
I'm a firm believer in momentum. There is something to be said for having that extra morale boost going in, already feeling like a winner from the start. But in Denny's case, his road course, since I've become a NASCAR fan, he's just not done well on road courses. So it's hard for me to picture him all of a sudden, just because of the momentum, overcoming that hurdle.
I really thought you were going to pick Denny, because you started to sound just like we do during the NFL season when you pick the Jets to win their only game of the season. I
am a big believer in the momentum, but it's different when it's a single individual versus a team, because with a team, you can like X that. So
all right. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think the momentum is going to be enough for him to suddenly magically master road courses when he hasn't been able to do it for several years now.
We're still a ways away from November when the championship is actually going to take place, but it's never too early to start talking about the potential matchup.
I, at the very least, want him to be a hardcore contender. But I would like to see Denny win the Cup.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about now.
Okay.
It's basically right now, what if it came down to Tyler Reddick versus Denny Hamlin for the regular season title, not just the championship? So the regular season title is a title like whoever has the most points before the playoffs start.
Okay.
So you could probably pick that one. Reddick leads Hamlin by just 19 points. Racing Insights projects Reddick to outscore Hamlin over the next 2 road races because he's a much better – Reddick is a much better road course driver.
Yeah. True.
These next 2 weekends, San Diego and Sonoma, could decide the regular season championship. It could very well, or maybe not, because, I mean, we haven't been running on road courses over the last few weeks, and Denny's caught him over the last few weeks. So if he can just maintain like a certain distance, then I think Denny's going to overtake him.
Yeah, the chance is definitely still there. There's a lot of races still left in the season where Denny's good at. Now,
and Tyler Reddick is my new guy. Rest in peace, Kyle Busch.
Yeah,
Tyler Reddick's my new guy. I'm going to tell you right now, Denny Hamlin will have more points than him when the regular season ends. I guarantee it. All right, moving on. Number 5. Another guy that's struggling. That's Kyle Larson. He's got a 40-race winless streak.
That's crazy.
40 races without a win. Longest winless streak since joining Hendrick. Only 2 top 10s in his last 8 road course races. Just 3 top 5s in his last 15 road course starts. Now, our company was actually in Sonoma when they won. I've got photos. Cap worked that event for us. So we were actually at his last road course win in Sonoma. It was a couple years ago, though.
Yeah.
Right. But he has won. So it may not be this week. It could be next week. Maybe. So the question is Larson in a slump, or is he due for a breakout? Slump means it's going to continue. Breakout means he's going to come back and start winning again.
I would say he's probably due, because I still feel like he averages in the top 5, just generally speaking, on a fairly regular basis still. So he isn't slumped all the way. Like if he was back there with my guy Bowman every week, I would call it a slump. But he's still getting up there and driving competitively to a degree. So at some point, I feel like he'll pop that bubble and win a race again.
Will he win any of the next 2 road courses?
I don't think he's going to win San Diego. I don't know why. I just a gut feeling. But Sonoma, maybe.
Okay.
Good chance there.
We got a maybe, ladies and gentlemen. She never commits to anything. We got a maybe from her, which is, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's kind of a big deal. All right. Christopher Bell, still flying under the radar, ran out of gas last week.
Oh my God, he had it. He had it by a good margin, except that they gambled on the gas and they lost.
They gambled on the gas. He does, though, have 3 road course wins. He's got 7 top 5s in the last 9 road course races, and he's finished top 3 in 35% of his road course starts in his career. Bell could be the best tournament pivot if you don't want to use SVG because he's going to be the most expensive driver.
Right.
We'll talk about strategy again for DFS in a second. Number 7. Kevin Magnussen's NASCAR debut. This is a Project 91 project, if you will. Project 91 returns the former Formula One driver, Kevin Magnussen, makes his Cup debut. He's got 185 Formula One starts. He's an IMSA winner. He's current WEC driver. So Trackhouse's Project 91 gave us SVG. Could lightning strike twice, and just Trackhouse will be the team for every road course moving forward.
I mean, they did such a damn good job with SVG that it's hard for me not to think that they're picking well, if that makes sense the way I said it. So
I think this is a smart move, not just by Formula One drivers, but Indy drivers too. If you're a good driver, on like street courses in Indy or Formula One, you could pretty much finish top 2 or 3
on
in NASCAR.
Road. Wasn't SVG like a rally driver?
He did a lot of everything. SVG's got a huge background behind
all
the
that
wheel.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that works out for them.
Gonna be interesting. It could, but like he's not the first guy to go from Indy or Formula One to NASCAR. Like Catherine Legg is another one.
Yeah. Wasn't Raja? Didn't he start in Formula One, or am I making that up? Raja Cruz?
Raja.
No. Okay.
No.
I had that in my head for some reason.
Next up, the playoff bubble drama. We've touched on it already, but bubble drivers, SVG currently has 10 points to the good. I look for that to expand this weekend. Eric Jones is 4 points to the good for Legacy Motorsports.
Right.
Austin Cindric +4. Brad Keselowski's below the cut line at -4. And Joe Logano at -21. The biggest story in this is obviously SVG. He can essentially lock himself into the chase if he has a win. Racing Insights model actually gives him a 67% chance. Now 80% with 1 road course win and 90% chance to make the playoffs with 2 road course wins. And we got back-to-back road courses. So
yeah.
I think it's a pretty good shot that SVG is going to be in the playoffs. Chase Elliott, road course legacy is kind of fading right now. This is a crazy stat. He's got 7 career road course wins, but he's got 0 road course wins in the next gen car. 0.
Okay.
So by comparison, before next gen, 7 wins, 7.89 as an average finish. Once the next gen car came out, he's got 0 wins, average finish of 10.88, which isn't terrible.
No, but it's very, very different. It's very, very different.
0 wins. I mean,
yeah.
SVG's basically replaced
further back on average. So
I think that's what's happened is SVG basically just came in and took his place. So
and whatever the difference is between these next gen cars and the older cars, he didn't transition all the way. His skills didn't follow him through.
So there's an important trend. Street course history favors specialists. 22 of the last 25 road course races were won by drivers starting inside the top 8. The last 7 road course winners started on the front row. So we'll look at qualifying here in just a bit, and I'll put together my team. Driver leading the most laps won 6 of the last 7 road course races. So once you're out in front, you're out in front. For DFS, starting position is going to be huge. Pole contenders become premium. DFS plays. So here's your strategy for DraftKings and FanDuel. The core strategy: street courses typically reward qualifying speed, track position, and road course specialists. It does not reward random place differential punts. So don't look at somebody starting in the way back to get you too many points, because you really don't pass very well at street courses. These are your tier one must-haves. We've already mentioned them. SVG's got the highest win equity. He's got the highest dominator potential. He's the best road racer in the field. Then you got Tyler Reddick, elite road racer, consistent top 10 machine, championship motivation. And then there's Christopher Bell. We mentioned him as well. Strong road course record, lower ownership than SVG's. So if you want to take home that a bigger piece of the pie, don't put SVG on there. Put Bell on there and see if he can pull out the win for you. So that's tier one must-haves. Tier two targets, Chris Buescher. Every time, 9.76 average finish on road courses in the next-gen car. Okay. Quietly one of the best road course drivers. And then you got the veterans. Michael McDowell, 3 consecutive road course top fives. Excellent value play. If he's not up, I think he's going to be top 10 in price, along with AJ Allmendinger, who's also got 3 career road course wins, and he's top 10 in the last 3 road races. So they're going to cost a lot. It's going to take a lot of strategy to be able to fit some of these guys on your team. I'm hoping that Kevin Magnussen is dirt cheap because it's his first race. And you could save some money bringing him in. So I'll call this the contrarian plays. Chase Elliott, he's going to be up there in price because he is a fan favorite still. He still carries a lot of upside if qualifying goes poorly. Kevin Magnussen, you mentioned him already, massive unknown, could wreck early, or he could finish top 10, which makes him the perfect GPP play. Drivers, I'm staying away from Denny Hamlin. I love the momentum. But I hate the track type for him. He is just not good here. He would shock the world if he actually won this race. As good as he is. So stay away from Denny. Stay away from Kyle Larson. Road course stats have fallen off dramatically. And then Brad Keselowski, I don't know what's going on with him this season. Maybe he's thinking too much about being a team owner, which he is. Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. He's projected 30th in road course points over the next 2 races. So here's my predicted top 10. Let's see how good I am. I've got SVG winning it all. Shocker. I've got Tyler Reddick in second, Christopher Bell in third, Michael McDowell fourth, Chris Buescher in fifth. Then you got rounding out the top 10, you got AJ Allmendinger, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Ty Gibbs, who does well on road courses, and then Ross Chastain, who's been known to throw his car into some turns to get some passes. So there's my top 10 right there. If I get every one of those, that would be amazing. No money on it, though, because there isn't a bet that you can make on DraftKings or FanDuel to pick the top 10.
The top 10.
That would be awesome. That would be in the 6 figures easily for like a $10 bet. Stupid. That's a 10-pick exacta. All right, for those of you that follow horse racing. All right, moving on from NASCAR. What's next?
We back the DBacks.
Do we, though?
Yeah. They don't make it easy.
But we definitely do. I'm actually trying to get to the game tonight, but waiting on some more work to be done on our vehicle, and I'm not paying $100 to get to a game that I got to work at.
Yeah.
So, all right. What's that? We back to DBacks. I will try to be back in the press box tonight. You can follow me on X at SmartSide, SMAAHTSIDE, if I can make it. The Diamondbacks have now won 5 of their last 7 games, including last night's 9-5 win against the Twins in their first of 3 games for the series. Lots of contributors last night, including, of course, your guy, Corbin Carroll, who had 4 RBIs, including 3 from a bases-clearing triple after the Twins had pulled within 1 run late. Carroll's triple tied him with Stephen Drew for the most triples in franchise history at 52. They can win their 3rd straight series with a win tonight. Zach Gallen will be on the mound for Arizona. He'll be opposed by Taj Bradley for Minnesota. Bradley has allowed 4 or more earned runs in each of his last 4 starts, despite giving up 2 home runs in his last start in Cincinnati. That may have been Gallen's best start in a while, as he went 6 strong innings and only allowed the 3 earned runs in the win. He has given up home runs, though, in 3 of his last 4 starts. He's currently sitting with a 3-5 record and a 5.35 ERA. Sunday starters have not been announced yet by either team.
They're playing it by ear.
Well, everybody's hurt. Arizona currently sits in second in the NL West, but are almost 10 games back of the Dodgers. They are only a half a game outside of the current wild card, behind the Cubs. Phillies, they're a full game behind the Phillies, and St. Louis has a game and a half. So they're in there in the mix, even with all the injuries.
The skin of our teeth.
So here's my big 3 for this matchup. Number 1 is Corbin Carroll becoming the face of the National League. Corbin Carroll continues to deliver in the biggest of moments. After going 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs of the game-clinching 3-run triple last night, Carroll is putting together another all-star caliber season. He's hitting for average. He's getting power and speed while carrying Arizona's offense in key situations. The discussion here is
why he's my favorite.
Is Carroll already the best player in Diamondbacks history? That's the question.
That is a good question, because I'm going to throw Randy Johnson, and I know it's completely different, right? Because Randy was our pitcher. But that's the only immediate name that popped into my head as a competitor. Maybe Gonzo.
I mean, but as far as domination goes, like I would say you're right on point there. You got to put Randy Johnson ahead of him when it comes right now, where he sits.
Yeah.
Randy Johnson's ahead of him. I would even put 2 more names ahead of him right now because he hasn't been here that long.
Yeah.
I will put Luis Gonzalez
Gonzo
ahead of him. And then I will also put Paul Goldschmidt ahead of him.
Okay.
But I might make him 4th.
He is definitely up there with the big
Tell
guys.
Marte's up there too, man. So that's interesting. Now, where does he rank among NL MVP candidates right now? Well, unfortunately, he plays in the National League, and there's a guy that plays for the Dodgers by the name of Shohei Ohtani.
The best player in baseball. He's got to go up against, so that does make it rough.
I don't think – I mean, he ranks up there. Like, he does. But the thing is, we got to get to the playoffs, and we need a playoff win.
Yeah.
Need a playoff win.
Yeah.
I think that would boost him a little bit. Even though the MVP is a regular season trophy, I completely understand that. But if you need to set him apart instead of just making the last wild card spot, which we still have not done, granted it's just over a third of the way through the season. But I don't think he's past Shohei. And then even like I would probably put Wood above him from the Nationals. He's having a hell of a season as well. But top 5, maybe top 3.
Yeah, he's still
right
up
now.
There. He's still up there.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
We can't give him the first place just yet.
But if they make the playoffs, he belongs. Absolutely, he belongs in the MVP conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Big question here with Soroka going down. How concerned should Diamondbacks fans be about him? So Arizona got the win, but the biggest story that came out of yesterday was it happened at the beginning of the second inning. Michael Soroka left the game with leg discomfort, forcing the bullpen to cover most of the night. The bullpen answered the challenge Friday, but losing a starting pitcher for any amount of time could become a major issue. Yeah. According to Torey Lovello, Soroka left the game after coming out to warm up for the second inning, and he had, quote, right glute discomfort. He's supposed to go for an MRI today. I still haven't seen an update on that, so we could be doing it right now.
It's just a muscle thing and not like a tendon or bone
Yeah, so
thing.
we're waiting to hear the results on that.
Or nerves. Maybe
But
those would be
I
bad.
think he'll most likely go on the IL. Also, on a side note, Jordan Lawler went down again with a hamstring injury last night. It's called a hamstring strain right now after legging out a single. He's had multiple hamstring issues already in his young career. Both players, again, getting MRIs today. I'm still waiting to hear word on that.
Stretching? Sounds like he's skipping stretching. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you got to do your stretching. That's what keeps
they do
those
stretching. I watch them do stretching for about
Achilles
an hour
tendons
before every game.
A little bit loose.
I watch the players do stretching about an hour before every game. Every game. And that's not counting what he does inside the locker room. So, I mean, it just might be one of those things. He just, his hammy, it's just a bad.
But it should be. Yeah.
So, but getting back to Soroka, how serious could Soroka's injury be? This could be huge for the Diamondbacks because even if he misses a couple weeks, I mean, it's basically been him and Eduardo Rodriguez basically holding down the rotation right now. Gallen is skeptical. Gallen is skeptical at best.
He's hot or cold. And I prefer Gallen to be hot all the time, but when he's cold, we pay for it.
So what we're looking at now, the trade deadline isn't until the end of next month, July 31st, but you have to think that Arizona is going to need to explore the trade market for at least a starting pitcher and maybe even a bullpen guy as well. Right now, the question is the bullpen strong enough to survive if another starter misses time? No, they are not. Because you need people that can go 5-6 strong innings in order to somewhat keep them fresh. But if your starters come out in the second and third inning because you're getting throttled on a daily basis, that's more innings for the people in the bullpen, and you got to rest them. Right now, the biggest need for the trade deadline a few weeks ago, or even as long ago or as short ago as last week, I would have told you, where's the offense? But they've scored 17 runs in the last 2 games, and as of right now, the offense looks like it's fixed. So right now
they're awake.
They need pitching depth.
As long as they don't fall back asleep.
So the question is, for the third question, are the Diamondbacks ready to make a wild card run? Here's what I got for you. Arizona enters tonight at 39-36 and continues to hover around the National League wildcard race. Again, they're a half game back. The offense has shown a lot of flashes of being dangerous, especially the last 2 games. Carroll is playing at a superstar level, and the bullpen just proved they can win games under pressure when the starter goes out early. So the question becomes whether the team is ready to make a serious move over the next month. That could mean 2 things, though, when I wrote that down. So are they willing to make a serious move with who they have? Probably not.
No, I feel like they're going to shuffle.
Probably not. Could they? Yeah, if the offense continues to average 8.5 runs a night, absolutely. Highly unlikely, though. Highly unlikely on that.
We're not great at consistent. We have our peaks and our valleys. So and Phoenix, just in general, all Phoenix teams, Arizona teams, whatever, tend to shuffle really easily. The question is,
are the Diamondbacks buyers at the trade deadline? And I think they will be, because there's just too many issues. I mean, those are just the issues that happened in the last couple of days. Ryan Nelson's out. AJ Puck had a setback. Corbin Burns had another setback. So all these guys you're expecting to be there. Brendan Pfaadt isn't ready to come back up again in AAA Reno because he just pitched. So there's no way he's going to be ready for tomorrow. I'm thinking, I don't know maybe they'll start Brandon Garcia tomorrow out of the bullpen, but I have no idea
what they're
who their starter is going to be as of right now. Can they realistically catch one of the NL West powers? No, because that NL West power is 10 games ahead of you and has like $200 more million put into their lineup. So probably not. Arizona doesn't need a blockbuster trade, though. One quality starting pitcher and maybe one bullpen arm could actually make this a legitimate playoff. Right.
No, just a tiny bit of shuffling.
Get to the playoffs. We'll see what happens from there. What's next?
Mercury rising.
Are they, though? Right now? Yes, they are. All right. So the Phoenix Mercury are just over. I'm keeping an eye on the game. Phoenix Mercury just over 1/3 of the way through the season. They are 4-12 on the season and currently sitting in 7th in the Western Conference and 4 games out of the final playoff spot. They have lost 4 straight. The good news is there are 2 teams with worse records.
Right.
Currently playing one of them right now in the Seattle Storm. The Mercury beat the Storm up in Seattle already. Seattle has lost 9 straight games, so this is a really good opportunity to bounce back. And right now, at the beginning of the 4th, they are up by 20 points, 81-61.
Nice. They had quite a drive in the 3rd quarter then. We watched the first half of the game before the show. Yeah. So, okay, yay. Go Mercury.
So the Mercury have the Storm today. Looks like they should be able to hold on to that lead, although they have dropped double-digits leads. I'm not trying to speak this into existence, but they lost big leads before. So finish it out. It'll be good. They then go on the road for 2 games against Indiana and 1 Caitlin Clark. It's going to be fun.
She's dangerous.
Indiana just got beat down today by, I think it was the Dream that beat them down. So hopefully they're in a slump and they'll stay in the slump.
You need that to go against Caitlin.
So they got 2 in Indiana, and then they go north of the border to take on the Toronto Tempo next Saturday. You'll be able to read all the recaps for both the Mercury and the Arizona Diamondbacks every morning when you wake up, unless you get up earlier than me, in which case I doubt it. Seriously, I doubt it. Yeah. But
what's your East Coast, maybe?
I'll have them up there. Yeah. What's next?
Pack Wars.
All right, so we've each seen the very first card in these. So what happened was, instead of actually unwrapping, we just took a leap and bought a 400 card Donruss set. It's over to my left. And so I was trying to figure out how to split it up. And I'm like, well, most packs that we've been doing have 15 cards apiece. So I just randomly took 30 out, shuffled them up. You split the deck. And then I dealt them out. So we've both seen the very first card. I believe I won last week, unless you're a Patriots fan, in which case we are. So, I'm going to give you the win just based on
that I got all the Patriots players.
Yeah, we're loyal.
Drake May.
I didn't have any, but I had like Barkley, and I had a bunch of players. Any other NFL fan would have said I won, but because I'm sleeping in the same bed as you, I'm going to say you won, and that means I get to go first.
You get to go first.
I've got Dante Thornton Jr. from the Raiders. That one. What you got?
Jadon Blue from the Cowboys.
You're my boy, Blue. All right. All right. I've got Keandre Lambert Smith, wide receiver for the Chargers. The Chargers.
Trevor Etienne, Panthers.
That's the brother of dude from Jacksonville, I believe. Riley Leonard, quarterback for the Colts. Not the starting quarterback.
Who is their quarterback? Okay. That's why I was like, wait a minute, that name didn't ring a bell.
Danny Boy is the quarterback in Indy.
Xavier Watts on the Falcons.
I like that one. Armand Mambu, offensive tackle for the Jets. Jets. So far, I think you're winning.
Nick Scarton? Not sure how to say that. Panthers.
All right, I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm going to try my best. JT Tui Molo Awu. You heard it from the Colts.
I'd have to hear an announcer say that on TV. Oh. Jackson Haas, Buffalo Bills.
Dylan Gabriel, third string quarterback probably this year for the Cleveland Browns. Oh, nailed it.
Uh-oh. Jordan James from the 49ers.
I've got my sister's favorite running back from the New England Patriots.
Oh, yay.
Mr.
I love him.
Travion Henderson. This is his rookie card, baby. So love that one.
Awesome. That is awesome. Jack Sawyer. What is this? The Steelers?
Yep. Yeah, those
Black and yellow. What is that?
That's the only team that can have
the
something.
The only Bumblebee
ugly.
team in the league.
If it's an ugly uniform, it's usually the Steelers. Nick Imawari, safety from the champion Seattle Seahawks.
This must be a backup quarterback. So Jalen Milroe from Seahawks.
Yep.
I don't know that guy.
Rookie. Yeah, that's a rookie.
Finally got a Seahawks card, but wrong player.
Gray Zabel, guard for the Seahawks. We're going through the Seahawks right now.
I've got Kyle McCord from the Eagles.
McCord. I've got TJ Sanders, defensive tackle for the Buffalo Bills.
Colston Loveland, Cleveland. No, that's the Bears.
That's the Bears.
That's the Bears.
He's the best tight end that they have. He's one of like the 9 tight ends that they have, but he's pretty good. Elijah Arroyo, tight end from Seattle.
I got a good one. Emeka Ibuka, the Buccaneers.
All right.
That is a good card.
Bieshul Tuten, running back, Jaguars.
Got a big boy. So Derek Harmon on the Steelers.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Cam Ward, starting quarterback, Tennessee Titans.
All right. I think that kid's going to make a splash, so that's probably a good thing.
Not in Tennessee, he's not.
Not in Tennessee, he's not, but he's got the makings. Josiah Stewart of the Rams.
Nice. Jaden Higgins, wide receiver, Houston Texans.
Carson Schwessinger?
Schwessinger. Yeah, that one.
That one.
Worcestershire Shush. All right.
I'm down to my last card.
Jared Goff.
No
Detroit
shit.
Lions.
Yeah. All right. Well, you won my book.
She's a Patriots fan, but her underdog team is the Detroit Lions.
They moved back to being an underdog team too.
All right, so I got Travion and I got Jared.
What can I say? And my last card is Braylon Allen on the Jets.
Yeah, Braylon Allen. All right, so Travion and Jared Goff.
Yeah, and, Travion was already put you in the winning column, but then you got the Goff. So
very nice.
We just need a
nice. I'll have to take a picture of that one and send it to my sister. Let her know I got somebody that she's actually friends with.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
All right, so that's it. Put in the comments who won Pack Wars. I mean, us being Patriots fans, like I think I did. But the fact that I also got Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I like that. Cam Ward, Imawari.
My only really good card was Ibuka.
Yeah, I mean, he's decent. Definitely decent. But that's pretty much it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry we had to do it on a Saturday. Yesterday we were dealing with a ton of errands that we just couldn't make it back in time for. So we will try. We will try. I've got every Friday open for the rest of the baseball season. So we should be just sticking with Fridays from this point moving forward, unless starting in August, I got to look at Arizona State's football schedule. See what I'm going to be covering, because they'll probably have a Friday night game thrown in there somewhere. So, all right, that's it for me, Lady M. You did all right in Pack Wars, but I think I kicked your ass this week. So
you kicked my ass hard.
Definitely going first next week. With that being said, what are the final words?
Keep loving sports.
That's a wrap on another episode of the S3 Podcast. If you laughed, learned something, or yelled at your screen, we did our job. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share the show with your crew. And as always, we want to thank the brave men and women serving in uniform and all of our veterans who've sacrificed for our freedom. We'll see you next time on the S3. And go Team Slytherin. I mean Gryffindor. I meant Gryffindor.